What's good, YouTube? The pink man himself, Alex Buell, told me that the ban list was up using Google Translate, so please bear with anything I get wrong English-wise. The OCG ban list has been updated. So we're going to have a live reaction right here with you guys. I am super excited. I confirmed with the organization this is real, and we have Ancient Fairy Dragon banned. And it looks like the only ban card, and we see Spiral cards peeking up at 1. It looks like Gear and Quick Fix are going to be there. So let's talk about these 3 cards first. Let's not go further. Ancient Fairy Dragon ban's very interesting to me. I can see that if you limit it, it's already doing what it's doing. No one's playing more than 1. Seems a bit harsh. Is Konami really focusing on field spells that much that we need to limit Ancient Fairy Dragon, our level 7 synchro here? They have a lot more ways. Don't they have 3-set rotation over there? If I'm not mistaken, let me know if I'm wrong down below. I felt like they had 3-set rotations still. I know we have Metaverse, and they're trying to cut down on terraforming over there also already. It's still a really weird one to me. Do we really need to concentrate on field spell decks that hard that Ancient Fairy Dragon gets the hit? Destrudo's kind of weird now for us. What does Destrudo do now? Like, I guess you make other level 7 synchros with them. That kind of just defeats the purpose of a card you put out. But I get it. I get that they want to check and balance field spells more and more now. And I guess that was really degenerate with and against. Ban seems really heavy. Now, Spiral Gear, and we got the drone, and we got Quick Fix to 1. That makes a lot of sense. They're going to enter a format like us where it's still Spiral heavy, I suppose, but not as dominated. The Ancient Fairy Dragon's an extra hit, perhaps in how they were playing, but a lot of decks had moved away from that we were playing over here, so it looks like it's going to be more centric towards our meta. Let's continue. Dandelion, and I believe that's an enabler. I see blue. I see a Link monster. I have a feeling I know which one. But let's talk about Dandelion, and I believe that Blackwing is Jet, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know his actual name, but I know that he helped get you tokens, which would help you synchro summon and go insane. Maybe with Needle Fiber, he needed to be hit already. Dandelion's tokens as well. Blackwing on the limited list again. I could see where you could go crazy with Link summoning with him. So maybe it's just a preventative hit, something they found in R&D testing that needed the axe. They're like, okay, Needle Fiber's too broken with this card. This card does too many combos. Let's see that Link monster. Prayers be answered. It's Firewall Dragon. I was ranting and raving. This needed an errata, or it needed to get limited. We cannot have this go over and over and over. Now, it's still going to be able to do kind of loops for summoning from your hand from the middle position. Like if you make a Link monster up here, put Firewall Dragon down in your main monster zone, cards can leave its arrows with relative ease. If it's stuck up here in your extra monster zone, it's going to be harder to continuously make the monster leave that zone from right under it, I feel like. But either way, with placement and careful gameplay, it's still going to be a bit degenerate, but this helps a lot. You're not just insanely getting advantage back. You have to time your Firewall in your combo. This is nice. Spiral Resort to 1, that's a huge hit. So Spirals are not going to be nearly as consistent over there. They've got Resort to 1, that needed to happen. Resort is definitely something that needed to go. It's not a hard once per turn. It's so powerful in making your cards not be targeted. The consistency of Spirals is going to be down so much over there that I don't know what their meta is going to look like now. They have Reincarnation at 1 already too, unless something happened to it. So a big interesting change. Let's come back to this one. Let's continue to see the list. Tribe is at 2. Grinder Golem's at 2. That's not a huge hit. Grinder Golem at 2. You actually have a way to search Grinder Golem. It was in our gold movie pack. It's a contract door, I believe, or something like that, where you can magical contract door. I'm not sure exactly on the name. It's escaping me. Everything's live reaction, not researched right here. But you have a way to actually search Grinder Golem. So going to 2 is not the biggest hit. Although, you know, you give a lot with that card that searches him. Tribe the 2 is nice to see. I'd like to have one here in the TCG. Sure! I want to be playing over here. SHURIT be free at 2. Necros coming back over there, baby. I want to see what that format is. Like, I want to play some blue. I want to play the right blue, the ritual blue. Oh my goodness. Dimensional Barrier versus Necros. Kind of a check and balance that we didn't have back then. So that's, we've got a Mathman. Oh, there's more. All right. Lone Fire to 2 and Scapegoat to 2. I think a limit on Scapegoat. Good job. I want to lower its consistency. I would have liked to see it actually go down to 1 again. Like all the way down to 1. I don't know why I said again. But I'd like to see it go down to 1. That card is stealing a lot of games and playback. 4 tokens is just so much for Link summoning. An auto into generic 4s like Firewall is big, but I guess they hit Firewall down to 1 and they're like, alright, let's see what Scapegoat can keep doing at 2. Lone Fire at 2 is nice and interesting. I wasn't sure where it was at. Pantheism to 2. Oh my god, they are trying to go back. We gotta go back, Morty. We got 2 Pantheism and 2 set rotations, so I believe that's their hit to set rotation. I don't think it was at 1. Do inform me if I was wrong. I don't keep up with the OCG ban list as much as I should. And the final card, Warning at 2? Don't you have Judgment already? Is it not enough? They are trying to slow the game back down. I guess localized True Nade is a thing that you could play back with. There's a lot of spell and trap destruction options these days. What's at 3? Goons at 3. Maxi back to 3 for them. Let's slow the game down, huh? Dark Hole at 3 for Japan. Future Fusion at 3. All right. And the V-Jump released on December 16th, in addition to the OCG card information included in the feature limit regulation, the information of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is packed. Let's check the latest information. Okay, so something about Duel Links. Sorry, that's not what we care about. Goons, oh my gosh. So I guess they gave a small nerf to Abyssius because you can't stack it in the chain wherever you want anymore, because now Abyssius is optional. Most of the rest of the deck is mandatory, meaning Abyssius gets hits on a lot of links. Chain links, that is. We've got Maxi at 3 for them. I am a fan of it. Either needs to be at 3 or 0 for Maxi as a card for its consistency's sake. So it's interesting to see it at 3. They're going into a much calmer format. Spirals are hit. Their Trick Stars are hit. That's really cool to see. 3 board wipes as well. So in addition to making you slow down the game and try to commit to the board perhaps, or play back and forth with the board, they've got 3 Dark Holes, not having to rely on the Kaijus as much. I believe they put Slumber down earlier than us. Solemn Warning at 2 helps slow down the game a lot as well. I think Pantheism is a card. I'm sorry, Monarch players. I think that needed to stay at 1. It's an insane card. I can see why you'd want to give it to Monarchs, but it helps a lot of other engines, and I'm scared of it. I guess I'm just scared of what Pantheism can do. You get to draw 2 cards and search a card out of your deck. For Tribute decks, that's really huge. For Stun decks, that's really huge. You can mix the Monarch engine in other decks. I've seen it before, but that's a little scary to me. Set rotation, nice hit. Scapegoat would have liked to see it hit harder. Lone Fire, I don't know where it was at for them. Was it at 1? Let me know in the comment section down below. SHURIT at 2. This is probably my favorite thing about this ban list. This is so nice to see Necros come back with that powerful of a card. This was definitely the ultimate enabler for their deck. They can search it out with Brio. I want to see where they're going. Let me know other hits that they have on Necros that I might not know about that allow them to play 2 SHURIT. But 2 SHURIT here would be insanely awesome for us. Grinder Golem at 2 I feel like was not strong enough either, similar to Scapegoat. I think it's too degenerate. Putting it at 2 really doesn't do as much, but they really seem to be promoting this card. I really like that. I really love that they put Firewall to 1. I know a lot of you guys enjoy playing Firewall decks and Firewall Turbo and that kind of thing, but I see any game that ramps up to have OTK and FTK decks really damages a game state. Yes, it's Spirals can OTK. Yes, Pendulum Magicians can OTK. Like currently, they have the potential to, but Firewall was made like the way it was built to OTK, and I see it as an ace monster. You should get 1 of these, and I'm just glad it's at the 1 mark. We hit Spirals much harder than we have it here. Resort, Quick Fix Gear, and Ancient Fairy. So they've really brought the hammer down to the point I would like to see it over here, although I would rather see like one of these get banned. That'd be actually pretty nice. Probably Quick Fix, but Drone does a lot also. What do you guys think of this ban list and my uneducation of the OCG ban list? This is only the changes. I would like to be able to use that translate tool and go down to answer my own questions, but what do you guys think of what's going on here? This is insane to me. What a metagame they're about to have. They were just getting punished so so hard. So many spirals in the top cut. We got a relief from them a little bit earlier, but they're still the dominant force that we have to deal with. What do you think of MAXX C at 3 also? Would you like to see that here? Something with warning at 2 MAXX C at 3. Would you like to see us go back and slow the game down in that form? Where MAXX C actually can punish itself by you drawing another MAXX C, where games can go into that kind of a state? I'm really not sure how I feel about that one. But again, I do agree with the 3 or 0 argument. Oh, what a ban list, guys. The OCG is going to have a lot of fun, and I want to see what comes out of this, especially with Reincarnation already at 1 for them. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's my live reaction. I don't make me feel too stupid.